Every week I help you find fun places to go with friends and family here in Jacksonville. I talk about local food, local craft beer, and local events. That's what I do. I know Jack. Eat local, drink local, be local. By now, many of you are convinced that I can't get anything done unless I start with a cocktail. But if you're hanging out with David from Manifest Distilling, how can you not do that? These are not your grandma's cocktails. These are really, really good, well-balanced gourmet cocktails using local products. So I've got David from Manifest Distillery here today, and we're going to do an interesting drink that I love the name of. Forget about it.
You got it.
Forget about it. So tell us how you came up with this name.
So we did a class recently at our distillery with Slow Food, Northeast Florida,
Gotcha.
Which is
awesome
it's a nonprofit,
yep.
but all about sustainability, slow foods,
chilling.
100% chilling.
100% chill because they want to eat slow. It's all about.
So it started in Italy. Brief background. Started in Italy as a revolt against McDonald's going into Italy.
Fast food, they hated it.
Right.
Let's slow our stuff down.
Right.
And enjoy.
Right. So we at Manifest have what's called our snail of approval.
Love it.
Which is the certification, right?
Yeah.
So
I've seen the little certificate.
Oh
the
yeah,
snail
comes
on
in.
it.
You put it in the window.
Yep.
So they came to us and said, "Hey, can we do this kind of class about foraging, about making your own like macerations and tinctures or whatever?" So
maceration doesn't sound right, but okay, we'll go.
No, it is. It's a true maceration. In fact, this right here is a maceration, the shrub.
Okay.
So forget about it. So I decided to make a shrub. So this is a house-made peach fig shrub.
And shrubs, for people who aren't really into like that, it's like a vinegar base,
right?
And then you put whatever in it.
Right. So historically, shrub was used as a preservation method, right? You've got a whole bunch of fruit that's going to go bad. Right. What do we do with it?
Throw in some vinegar.
Right. The pH is so low, right? It's so acidic that it stabilizes, and you could keep. This is refrigerated, but you could keep it out.
I mean, that's what Ben Franklin drank all the time.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. No, I know that's right. Maybe not the fig peach thing.
Probably not the fig peach thing.
But shrubs.
But some shrub.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And I think there's a big medicinal benefit too. People say that
totally think this is medicine. Whatever we're doing here right now is medicine.
Well, the history of liquor is medicine, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, right?
I'm ready to get medicinal.
You got a lumbago.
Forget about it,
forget about it. All right, let's get started. So. We're using the blood orange juice, and this is from Natalie's.
Natalie's
Orchard Island.
awesome,
Yep.
organic, all good. And
super good.
We won't say local, but Florida local.
It's Florida local.
This is not coming from Brazil or somewhere like that. Which, Brazil's overtaken Florida when it comes to
I believe it. Well, and the other day
I
heard, because we use a lot of citrus with our citrus vodka, and they were telling us that something like 75% of the citrus is exported. Yeah. Like we don't even get it.
You don't even get it.
But you go to the store and you're getting stuff from like Valencia, and I mean
it's weird. I don't like
crazy.
it. And then your shrub.
Yep, we got an ounce of the peach fig shrub.
So if somebody wanted to make a shrub, would that be difficult?
No, it's not. And that was what a big part of the class was. I mean, essentially you're taking your fruit. So we took the peaches and the figs. I macerated it with a muddler, just kind of mashed it all up.
Macerate just means mash.
Yeah, there you go. And then throw some organic. I don't know what this audience is like. This is a family-friendly publication.
Maybe.
So you take that, you take some organic sugar, you put it in a big mason jar, let it sit for like 2 days, and all that stuff starts to liquefy.
Right.
Throw in some apple cider vinegar, organic apple cider vinegar, shake it up, let it sit for another couple days.
Then you strain it.
Then strain it off. Yep. Using like a sieve or cheesecloth or something like that.
And then you're using your plain vodka.
Plain potato vodka.
And then potato vodka is an important thing here, right?
Yep.
Because potato is sort of a very neutral spirit when you're doing potato vodka.
It is, yep. And a potato to me has a real significant mouthfeel. It's real smooth on the palate.
Yeah.
9.5 pounds of potatoes in every bottle of vodka. So I use 1.5 ounces of the vodka. And then we'll shake this up, nice and cold.
So folks could come down to the distillery check out what you guys are doing down there. You're able to taste stuff in their tasting room as well. And you have, besides the stuff that you distill, you also have some bitters, and you have a Fernet as well.
We have a Fernet, we have bitters, and then we have a handful of stuff that didn't go into distribution, just because it's, you know, we'll make 150 bottles of it. There's no point in putting it. You can come down, you can try all that stuff.
That's really the key, is to go into the tasting room and check it out.
Come get a tour, come see how everything's made.
It's a lot of fun. And for those of you that don't know where it's at, it's basically right around the corner from Intuition, not far from TIAA Bank Field. I have a hard time remembering that, but I did.
Can we just call it the bank still?
It's the bank still, yeah.
So I'm going to top it with just a little bit of soda water.
Fizzy fizz.
And then for the garnish, I'm going to give it a little mint. Just going to give it a little smack. Yeah, get the aromatics going. Throw that guy in there, and then last but not least, because we gotta forget about it.
Gotta forget about it, baby.
A little bit of fig garnish.
Beautiful fig. Is that what type is that?
So that is a mission fig from California.
See,
you were on it.
I knew it.
You found it before I could.
I'm like, that's a mission fig, and I only know that because I like mission figs. We have the Newton to thank for figs. Oh, just saying. And then we have to forget about it. Tasty. So if you're gonna grill and chill, hang out with IKnowJax.com.
Rivertown, First Coast's new hometown.
Manifest Distilling, top notch. You just can't forget about it. If you haven't been by the distillery yet, you need to go and visit. Make sure to let them know that you saw their story right here on I Know Jax. Now, I've been really busy lately. I've been working on putting together the program for the cooking stage at the Fall Home and Patio show that's coming up the 27th through the 30th. Now, I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm sure you will be too. And by the way, I'll also tell you that you need tickets to this fantastic event, and I'll tell you how to get them. I Know Jax has been involved with the Home and Patio show for a while, and for the fall show, we're pulling out all the stops. Just listen to this. I'm working on our upcoming event at the Home and Patio Show. I Know Jax is sponsoring the cooking demo stage, and we have a lot of cool demos scheduled. Now, I'm working together with Carrie Speckman on this, and I think we're outdoing ourselves this time. We're going to be live streaming every cooking demo onto our Facebook page, and here's what's going on the cooking stage. That's September 27th through 30th. We're going out strong on Thursday with Food Truck Thursday demos with Kakalakis, Pie 95, Nitrogen Creamery, Latin Soul, Jama's Jacks, and since it's Oktoberfest time right now, we're also, of course, having Wurstbuster show up with some German sausages and stuff. These local food trucks will be at the Home and Patio show on Friday and Sunday serving. So let's move on to Friday, September 28th, where we have chefs from local restaurants. First up is Crispy's in Springfield, followed by my friend Garrett from the Fish Company. Now, I think Garrett has been out pretty much every year doing cooking demos with me. And then we have Dwayne from Bread and Board, and he's returning, as well as Sarah from Hottie Dogs. Now, Sarah was recently on the show and made me a whole flight of gourmet hot dogs and bourbon peach cobbler on the grill. Now, Erica Klein from Blue Chocolate, she's another one of those celebrities who's been on the Food Network and cooked for James Beard Foundation, so you know her stuff is gonna be super tasty. On Saturday, we're starting out with Shane from Burn Ends Barbecue. Now, he's been on the show several times, as well as this guy, Kenny Gilbert. Now, Chef Kenny is known from Top Chef, Season 7, and I've heard that he even cooked Thanksgiving dinner for Oprah. He has a restaurant on the South Side and one at the beach and another one on Amelia Island. Now, he's followed by another superstar, Dennis Chan from Blue Bamboo, who recently won a huge national competition for his delicious cake. Now, we actually had our last I Know Jax dinner at Blue Bamboo, and I know his food is super cool, and he's a good guy too. Now, we have Celestia Mobley with some awesome food, and we have Michelle from The Sweet Spot, and Andrea Bryant doing something sweet too. Wrapping up Saturday is Matt from Cultured Foods. Now, I told you we had an impressive lineup, and I'm not done yet. I'm also excited about Sunday. We're starting out with a gourmet realtor who's going to make us some great food. Jeff Spear, who if you watch I Know Jax at all, you know he's the gadget guy. Also, Leaf and Bean is coming out to do a cooking demo. And after that, we're doing a special block with two chefs, Chef Matty Gilligan and Chef Rosario Kamada. We're working together with a nonprofit, Waste Not, Want Not, who rescue food from retail and restaurants. They're going to use rescued food and create a gourmet dish from it. I don't even think they'll know the ingredients they're having until the day of. So it's going to be the I Know Jack's version of a rescued food challenge with the audience as a judge. Yes, all these demos will have samples, so you need to make sure you show up. Now, if you can't make it to the event, you will still be able to participate by watching and asking questions, because I'm going to be live streaming all the demos on our Facebook page for the whole event. So make sure you join in and ask questions, at least say hello. Now, I'm going to do my best to answer all the questions from the stage. Now, if you don't know much about rescued food, here's Sandra from Waste Not, Want Not.
Waste Not, Want Not is a food rescue organization. It's volunteer driven. Our volunteers rescue food from stores, restaurants, farmers' fields, neighbors' citrus trees. We consolidate it here at Waste Not, Want Not, and we provide it to other nonprofits in 10 counties that are serving the needy, whether they're food pantries, soup kitchens, missions, group homes, things like that. That's how we try and put good food to good use. So our mission is twofold. It's to prevent the waste of items that can be used to fight hunger and poverty. So if something is going to be wasted, we try and rescue it if we have somebody that we can give it to that can use it. So any kind of food that can be put to good use, we try and rescue. We send our volunteers out on rescues, as we call them. That is a term of art. They go to the stores and they pick up whatever's being donated and bring it to us so that we can share it with others. So we serve group homes for challenged individuals, group homes for recovering alcoholics, for prisoners who finish their time in jail. We serve food pantries of all sizes and shapes, soup kitchens, missions, and day centers as well. We also do some weekend backpack programs and other things to help children that are lacking in food, both in school, after school, and on the weekends. In 2005, we incorporated as a standalone non-for-profit. We are standalone just like any other nonprofit, 501c3. And we moved into our current location in 2008, and last year for the first time we rescued more than 2 million pounds of food in a single year. So 2.2 actually. For every dollar that we spent last year, we were able to provide 14 pounds of food to those in need. So every little bit counts, no matter how little or how much you have to donate, we would be most grateful.
The Home and Patio Show takes place at the Prime Osborne, September 27th through the 30th. Now, I'm giving away tickets to the event. You can win 2 tickets for you and a friend. Just go to iknowjacks.com/giveaway and sign up. I have cool news. I Know Jack's has been nominated to 4 categories in Folio's Best of Jack's contest. Now, the categories I Know Jack's has been nominated for are Best Local Blog, Best Instagram, and Best Twitter. And somehow, I really don't know how this happened, yours truly was nominated as Best Personality. I suggest you vote for the other contestants in these categories, but that's just me. My friend Carrie Speckman was nominated for Best Local Blog. Chef Dennis Chan was also on the ballot for several categories, and I saw that my buddy Shane from Burnt Ends was nominated in several categories, including Best Barbecue. Now, honestly, I'm just humbled at the fact that I Know Jack's have been nominated, and that's amazing to me. And no matter who you're voting for, just remember to vote. And oh yeah, you can vote every day too. Hey, and welcome to What's Brewing in Jax. Every week I take a look at what's happening in the craft beer scene in the Jacksonville area. I'm at Really Good Beer Stop on 3rd Street in Jax Beach, and today I'm having a Raspberry Berliner from Florida Avenue. The Museum of Science and History have these great learning events for adults called MOSH After Dark, and this time you can learn about one of my favorite things, mead. The event is called From Hive to Glass and is hosted by Wicked Barley. MOSH After Dark takes place on Thursday, September 27th from 6 to 8 p.m. and tickets are available on their website. Here at Really Good Beer Stop, it's brewery night, and this time you get to know the beers and the folks from Red Cypress Brewing. That's also on Thursday, September 27th at Really Good Beer Stop in Jax Beach. On Friday, September 28th, it's National Beer Drinking Day. And this day should not be confused with the one in April. That's National Beer Day. On Friday, we're simply celebrating the fact that we can drink it too. Nobody really knows why we celebrate on this day, and I'm wondering why I'm mentioning. Well, it's if you need an excuse for drinking good craft beer on Friday, we're celebrating National Beer Drinking Day. At the Alligator Farm in St. Augustine, you can celebrate by going to the inaugural Croctoberfest. They're saying this is St. Augustine's version of the Brew at the Zoo. Sample beer from Florida breweries and distilleries, food from St. Augustine eateries, and learn about local conservation efforts right in your backyard. That's on Friday, September 28th, and tickets are available through Eventbrite. Now, speaking of parties, European Street has held Oktoberfest for 15 years, but this year they're doing it the real German way with 2 weeks of Oktoberfest continuing all the way through October 6th. Lots of specials, contests, and fun. Check out their Facebook page for all the details. I also want to give a shout out to Bottlenose Brewing Company. I was there filming and got a chance to taste their Oktoberfest beer and lots of other beers as well. I really like their White Peach Pale Ale, and the story from Bottlenose will be on I Know Jack's next week, so keep an eye out for that too. That's it for this time now. If you want to try a Raspberry Berliner from Florida Avenue, you need to hurry here because at Really Good Beer Stop, they rotate their 20 beers on tap all the time, so there's always something new. Cheers!
Jacksonville Beach's ultimate craft beer and growler store.
So I always say I have the best job in Jacksonville, but I've been talking to my friend Lisa, and she's trying to convince me that she has the best office space in Jacksonville, and I'm gonna have to go check it out and see if that's true.
So when we opened up at Beach Marine, there was a problem. There was no office for us, and I found out that the beaches have an ordinance you can't rent one of those temporary trailers. So what did we do? We got a 70-foot houseboat, and we call it our boffice. So the downstairs is actually our office, and we have desks in it, and it's where the dock staff works out of. But the upstairs is really tricked out. We have a summer kitchen on the end, big table, you can sit out. And so we do parties on it. We did a low country boil on top of the houseboat. It was awesome. Freedom Boat Club is the best thing since sliced bread because it makes boating easy peasy. So when you're a member, all you have to do is show up at the dock. Your boat will be sitting there ready and waiting for you. You hop in and you go have a great time. You come back, you hand the keys over to the dock, and everything is done. At Freedom Boat Club, we love to create like that boating lifestyle and different ways for people to get on the water. We do all kinds of events and things. And so I found out about this Tiki Boat, and I was like, oh my gosh, would that be so much fun for my members? So literally, there are only 22 in the whole United States, and one of them's right here in Jacksonville, Florida. And so we use it, members use it for like birthday parties and events. They can take it and anchor it out and pull up another boat to it. But what we're doing in this season is we've moved it to Arlington Marina, close to the Jaguar Stadium, and my members are gonna hop on the Tiki Boat and take it to the football games.
Before I go, I wanted to let you know that I started something new. I'm uploading the TV episode to my website already on Thursday for your viewing pleasure, so you can go check it out there. That's it for this week's episode of I Know Jax. I'll be back with a new show next week, but before then, I'll see you on the internet.